Good morning, folks. Ron Bishop from Timaru, New Zealand again. I've just been talking to my daughter. That's the youngest one, Sharon. You remember Sharon, don't you? She used to work in the farmers in Timaru, in the brassica department, you know. But anyway, she's married to a doctor now, and they live in Melbourne. He's a doctor of philosophy. Good bloke, Pete, too. But anyway, they're coming over for Margaret's 80th. Margaret's going to be 80, okay? I'm only 72, but Margaret's going to be 80, so she's having a birthday. And I've got to go now and buy some togs for Margaret because I wanted to get into the spa pool and have a spa, you know. But anyway, they think it's a silly present, but I think it's good. Now, what I wanted to talk about? Yeah. Just a minute, I'll just get my thoughts together. Because I've got something I want to tell you. Yeah, I just went into my office where Margaret is talking to Sharon. And I played a little clip that I did, you know. And she reckoned she didn't work in the farmers. But she did. She worked in the Canterbury Farmers. It was called the CFCA when she left school. But anyway, I'm not allowed. I've been told by my daughters, I've got two daughters, and they tell me I'm not allowed to talk about family stuff. But I cheat because I'm telling my life story, right? It's called True Stories in the Life of Ronnie B. And Ronnie B, of course, is me. And I keep telling people about what happens to me during the day, right? I started off telling people about what happened to me when I was a little fella, how I shot my brother and all that sort of stuff, but no one's interested in all that. So now I just talk about what happens to me during the day. And I've got a few things I want to talk to you about. So just a minute. Yeah, I just went downtown to buy Margaret a present. It's her 80th birthday on Friday, next Friday, and we're having a big party on Saturday. And of course they're coming over from Australia and everywhere. And for those of you not too sure who I am, my name's Ron Bishop and I'm telling my life story online. I've been doing it since 2012. And I tell you about what happens. Well, I just went down to buy Margaret a present anyway. That's my wife. We've been married 50 years. We will be married 50 years, 29th of February next year. But anyway, she's having a party, and I wanted to buy a pair of togs. So I went to the new aquatic centre. We've got a new big $23 million aquatic centre here in Timaru, and they sell dogs, you see. So I went in there and asked for a size 8. I knew they were small, size 8 women's. And they told me that I couldn't try them on. I couldn't take them home on APRO, because I don't want to tell Margaret I'm buying them, you know. The only way they'd sell them to me if Margaret was to go down there and try them on at the aquatic centre. And that's stupid. She's not going to do that. So I can't get my money back on them if I buy them and they're not right. So then I went into Posty Plus. Now they wanted, by the way, they wanted $80 to $90 for these dogs, you see. And I don't know how much swimming togs are for an 80-year-old woman. But anyway, I went into town to Posty Plus, because that's where Kerry used to work, my other daughter. And the little Chinese lady, she went out the back and she come out with these size 8 togs, black togs with a little skirt, quite nice. And I said, how much? She said, $14.97. She showed me the tab. $14.97. They were nice dogs, but I couldn't buy them because I don't know whether Margaret would like them, you see, so I've got to get my daughter now to go down and choose them and say, give me the okay. But isn't that unbelievable? They're selling togs at the Sea Bay Aquatic Centre for $80 to $90 a pair, and you can go down to Posty Plus in Timaru and buy a pair for $14.97. Oh, gee. I just got an email from a guy called Paul O'Rourke. You know Paul O'Rourke? He's the chief reporter at the Timaru Herald. He's the guy that doesn't like me. He's the guy when I go to see him, he runs away and hides. You go to talk to him and he just walks away. He won't even argue with you. Well, he sent me doesn't want to hear any of my, doesn't read my video, my emails, you see. Another one that doesn't want to read my emails either is John Banks. I thought John Banks wasn't a sort of bad sort of fellow. He works in Parliament. He's on the dole there. But no, he's a mongrel. Well, when I'm saying he's a mongrel, I've never met the man, but he doesn't want to hear from me. And of course, he's a bit like that Alan Booth, you know, that's got the hydro, the one that abused me. Yeah, I've got time for these guys. But anyway, I thought I'd better tell you about the stats, my stats on my all my videos I'm doing. I've got 57 people that like my videos and 49 who don't like them. So I've got more people like them that don't like them. And the 207 comments, over 19,000 people have actually viewed my videos. And they've spent over 51,000 minutes watching. That's 36 days, 862 hours or 36 days watching my videos. This is all around the world, of course. Yeah, so it's interesting, isn't it? I've rebranded myself. I'm now calling myself the Mad Bishop. There's a guy in New Zealand called the Mad Butcher, and he nicknamed himself the Mad Butcher, and he made a fortune out of the word Mad Butcher, because he's got a chain of butcher shops all over New Zealand. So I thought if he can make money out of being called mad, calling himself mad, I'll call myself the Mad Bishop, because I am a bit mad, as most people know. I'm not really mad, I think differently. You see, I've conditioned my mind to think like a winner. I don't think like normal people. I think outside the square. I have big thoughts. And I call it think talk. I say things that I want to be. I want to be the greatest motivational coach in the world. That's my goal, to become the greatest motivational coach in the world. And the only way I can do that is to tell myself that I am. And if I do that often enough, I will become the greatest motivational coach in the world. And so, and I'm starting to think differently. And people are not used to my way of thinking. For example, I'll take one of my brochures up to someone and say, listen, would you read that, and before you throw it in the rubbish, send me a cheque or send me some money, you see? Because I'm raising money to promote Timaru. I don't want the money for myself. I just want it to promote my town where I live. And so I don't care whether they give me the money or not, but I just like to see the look on their faces when you tell them to send you some money. I've got to go. I've got my good clothes on, and it's drinking night tonight. We have nibbles every Friday night, my daughter and I, and a family. It's Friday night nibble night. So I've got to go. And listen, I'll tell you how I got on the party. We're having the party next weekend. Okay? And I'll tell you about the togs, the other story about the togs. Okay, see you in the morning, okay? Bye-bye.